Hello. Hi there. How are you? How am I? These are questions that we can't answer easily, I don't think. At least not today. Welcome to a non-themed, semi-non-focused, semi version of the ASMR experiment. And I am your host, Amy. Thinking good and bad and otherwise. And today is not a good day, not a bad day, not a terrible day, not a great day, not a so-so day, but just maybe a muddled day or murky day. And so we're here. Just gonna I was gonna have you come into the picture a bit later, but I realized that I'm tired and I very much want to get nails put on because my actual fingernails are quite, they're just a mess, and I'm not quite sure why they're like they are, but I have a suspicion it's related to psoriasis, and they're kind of crumbling, not pretty. They are not the kind of dishwashing hands you want to have on the Palmolive commercials. So it's unsightly and it bothers me, and I'm vain enough, I guess, still, to want to not have something so initially like something people see by you. You know, you see them shake their hand or they wave or they hand you something. I mean, hands are obviously everywhere important, and you know that people just go, wow, or they ask you what's happened to your fingers, or what happened to your skin, or what happened to your, you know, why do you have that crusty crap in your ears? And I'm like, well, you know, it's good old psoriasis, and this year has been a monster of flare up on that, unfortunately. So here I be. Seems to go along with some painful joints and things like that, which nobody told you about back in 3rd grade when they just gave you some coal tar extract and told you not to scratch and to make sure you get a lot of sun, because the UV light or something helps to soothe it and become less aggravated. Sometimes, I mean, I've had times where it's actually been completely dormant, like gone away entirely. You couldn't have proven to me or anyone physically that I ever had it. It's just gone, and I thought, well, that's quite a welcome miracle, because it is really, you know, it's just exasperatingly frustrating and often uncomfortable, often unsightly, often and misunderstood, and kind of an embarrassing thing to have to face. And I'm lucky because I don't have I mean, I have the same kind that other people do, plaque psoriasis, but it's not in big swaths across my arms or knees or legs, and that's really tough because people think that it's contagious and that it's somehow gross, or, you know, it's a bad disease, and it's not a bad disease. It's just a ugly one. And so, that said, if you ever go to the store and you see some poor person, you know, checking out the counter, not poor person, but, and you happen to notice they have these white, big white patches on their bodies. Oh my gosh, this glue is like dried out like a rock. I think it's done. Oh man, I just got this one. Maybe it's just closed up, like, oh, it probably needs to be cut open. Gee, what am I doing? But yeah, I'd like, just be nice. Don't like go like, or like grab your kids and put them under your arm. They're not monsters and they won't hurt you. They're just scaly and probably really itchy and probably really want to get home and get the hell out of a grocery store and people staring at them. So it's a bummer. They don't understand where it comes from or why, but it's often hereditary. Mine is hereditary. My grandfather had it, and my dad has it somewhat, not as bad as my grandfather did, but that is who I am thanking. Oh my gosh, it might be frozen, or like it's not. It looks like it's open. I don't know. Damn you, glue. Well, let me just see. I'm just gonna chop it up a little bit more. Anyway, I didn't come here to worry about my skin conditions or anything like that. I mean, that's TMI, but oh my gosh. What do you think? Is there anything in there? Can you hear my neighbors? This guy. I'm like, what is it that we have to say the F word every other freaking minute? And I like to say it myself. I got a lot of reasons to say it sometimes. But this guy, I mean, it's like, wait a minute. Oh, he's doing it right now. And I'm just like, could we, oh, this is frozen. So this has kind of been like how it's gone today. Can I just say it? I'm not afraid to say that it's been kind of like this, and just you know, who wants to be like this? Not me. And that guy next door doesn't. I mean, he's F-bombing it like every 5 seconds. I'm just like, why? Why are you doing that? And why do you have to do it like right there and right next door? And like, why do you have to be so just unpleasant to hear? I mean, like, his poor girlfriend, I don't know, you guys. I mean, sometimes I think she's probably over there just going, could you shut up? He sounds like he's just like high on pot. Not to say that he can't be, it's fine, whatever. I'm not judging that. I'm just saying, like, he just sounds like a dumb. My neighbor sounds like a dum-dum. He must be a dum-dum because he's literally like, yeah, bro, and then fucking minute, and then minute, and then, oh yeah, and then we do all of it for a minute, man, oh yeah, man. Like, you know, I'm just gonna, just give me that, just put this, just, yeah, I might be hormonal as well, so let's just put that on the front burner. Because at the bright old age of 48, feeling great at 48, lots on my plate at 48. Too late to date at 48. That kind of thing. I get this other clue. I will say that it has begun to dawn on me that I'm not gonna live forever. That even though I feel 26 on the inside of my brain, the rest of the parts of me on the outside say, that's cute, but you're not. And can you hear the vibration of my webcam? Because it has a thing now. I've dropped it enough times. It goes, because it's like a little ticking. Makes me insane. I've made so many videos where I got done and I turned around to play it, not realizing that was making that sound until I listened to the audio, and I would be like, you've got to be kidding me. You know, hour-long video and chock full of this, like a helicopter, all the way through. I think that possibly in editing, like somehow I could get it to be gone, but then again, probably not. I wonder if I should move the camera over to this thing, because right now it's perched just enough on top of the microphone that it's probably not going to be a great solution. So that said, let's pause and I'll just switch that over. Otherwise, it's going to make me go over there and punch that dude in the throat a couple times in order to feel more at ease with myself in my home. Peaceful home that I once had. Once for 5 minutes before I realized I lived in between chaos and hell. Stop it. Okay, I'll be back. 2 seconds. You won't even know I'm gone. Okay. Oops, maybe you will. Okay, well, that was complicated and somewhat dangerous. Hi. Back. BRB back. Well, anyway, now it's, I think, a little less on the tick, 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 tick side. And I did look at getting a different webcam, but I did actually buy one, brought it home. It was horrible. I plugged it in, and it was just devastatingly horrible. I was like, what did I buy here? Was this like is this like from play school? Like, what is this? Like 8 pixels, like no pixels, like 1.1 pixel. I don't even know. So this was like $1.99 at the Family Dollar store. I can't even tap on it with these stupid nails. And utterly disappointing, dry as a bone. Thank you, Family Dollar, for not checking your stock expiration dates. That's cool. You make up for it in the cheap prices for your unicorn marshmallows and fake nails when you have them in stock. Just put that away. And so we're going to grab a different one. I did get this out. This is where I keep my, they're very exciting to see, but this is called the non-exciting ASMR channel. All we do is be our best boring selves in order to knock you out and get some good sleeps. But here's my little spare nail box, you can see, and in it I keep extra nails from different, if I didn't use them all, or if I opened them and decided I wasn't gonna use that particular kind that day, then I'll just stick them in here. Comes in handy. And a lot of times I go in and I'm like, oh, I'll try these, and I will have like 6 nails. I won't have 10, or I'll have 7.5 nails, and I'll have almost 10, and then one will like be the wrong size, and I end up just pouring over the whole thing with lots of anguish and end up not using any of them, and then I go get a new box of nails somewhere and end my inner anguish and torture. But I put some on last night, and I don't know if it was the glue that I used, or that I was just not, my hands weren't sticky enough, but they didn't seem to want to stay on. And I went to a lot of work to like glue on little decorations and stuff, and it just, I became disillusioned with the results and ended up taking them off this morning. They say sometimes these things need mixing because they get, I guess, separated, and then the adhesion doesn't work as well. Oh, he's really dropping the F-bombs now. You're kidding me, man. You're kidding me. No, man, I'm not kidding you. You're that annoying that, you know, like, oh, I'm about to, like, go over there with a basket of, I don't know, something that says be quiet on it, like Charmin's super soft quiet tissue, or like a baby monitor that says shh, baby sleeping, or shh, Amy's sleeping, or Amy's making ASMR videos, and, you know, that's not conducive. It's just too much. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm all for freedom of expression, truly. I mean, within most reasonable freedoms of expression. You know, don't scare children away, and don't smell bad. Those would probably be my requests for that kind of thing. But, you know, and you can avoid the name calling, that'd be great. But I think I just called him what did I call him? An idiot? A loser? A loudmouth? An F-bomb dropping pain in the ass. Can I say that? Is that when we say YouTube? Pain in the ass? I won't name names. Neighbor. North neighbor. North neighbor. North. So anyway, I decided instead of torturing myself by just listening to that crap, I would torture you by rambling on about the torture of living next to this guy. At least, I will say this, you know, at least they're not, another dog tied up in the backyard, like 3 feet away from my door, looking sad or trying to kill me. They don't have wild parties necessarily, but he is loud, and so, like, he's there on Friday night, I don't know, swilling beers in there or what, but he is just like, Jesus Christ. I just go, who do you think is listening to you right now? I think, who do you think is actually interested in what this is that you're spewing? Because from here, even though I can't understand the words, I already can tell you, I know that I don't need to, because they're pointless, because they all start with the same letter, and that word pretty much only covers a certain small area in terms of definitions and nuance. So whatever the topic is, buddy, neighbor, sir, just put it to bed. Night, night. Shushy, shush. Zipper doodle. You know, like, let's just quiet. Let's just put our head on our pillow and stop, devastating your poor girlfriend with your endless yammering about the F-bomb and whatever ego you think you have that you need to keep feeding. Grab at some breakfast tomorrow morning on the way to work, if you have a job, because I don't know if you do. You're kind of home all the time. Which doesn't mean you don't work, because I worked full-time remotely at home for 3 years, and people probably thought I was dead in here sometimes. I mean, because I probably look like I was. That's not funny. Morbid humor. Substitute for vulnerability, I'm just telling you. So, that said, my friends, we're going to redo these and have another round and see if that just helps my inner glow a little bit more. So there's the first one. I can't tap on it. I'll tap on that one. But very nice color there. They're called Galaxy nails. And so I go from frumpy and stumpy to Galaxy Gorgeous in just a few minutes, we hope. Okay, so let's see, we've covered covered, we have covered thus far in our evening a couple of important things. One of them is, oh, right here. Thought tonight would be Amy's random chitty chat, minus all said F-bombs if possible, and then see them as we make them ASMR triggers. So we're just gonna kind of go old school, ground level, non-complex, no major, I don't got much of glitter silly putty around here. No mannequins tonight, just me, you, 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 you. Cha-cha, of course. And here are some lovely pens that Dollar Tree did get right. No, let me correct that. It's Family Dollar that I went to. It's one of my faves. They have a lot of good stuff in there. A lot of seasonal things and decorations and whatnot. So, I have a pen. What do you call that? A pen weakness. Writing utensils thrill me. Find me a good one and I'm like, these are great, by the way. I've used these before. These are a full demo for us. These are Optimus ink. That's no pun intended, I'm sure. Optimus ink. 5 felt tip pens in assorted ink colors. And these look familiar. I think they may be, if not the exact same set I purchased prior to this at some time in the past. They are close to it. The colors are really nice and they write well and they last forever, so I'm really happy with the ones I got before. They are manufactured in China by a company called Peachtree Playthings. They offer performance, style, and value at an ultra fine point, no bleed ink pen with vibrant colors. Yay. That said, let's get in there. Make this packaging kind of obnoxious. thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being my company on this lovely chilly Friday evening. It's cold here. We had some snow this morning, which I was not expecting. So it's been cold. And here are the colors. Yay, this makes a great sound. Just really quick. Well, not this part, but maybe. I normally don't do this part. That's not the part that's great. Also not the part that's great. No, not that part. This was here too. Okay. This part then. It's one of my favorite sounds is just this bit of cheap non-recyclable plastic. And it just makes a great sound. The little plastic boxes that come in the nail packages also have a similar trigger sound. So, if you didn't know that, you can try it for yourself sometime. It's a good one. I once saved one of these in a drawer for like a year. Specifically because I just wanted to remember to use it at some point in an ASMR video. The small pleasures of life. These are the pens. And we're just accompanied by Mr. Epsilon over here. So pleasant. So, if you can't handle a little profanity, then we should probably put a disclaimer on this video too. Go ahead and skip it because, not because I'm full of profanity, but because this Yahoo over here in the, Patagonia shorts and the, Cubs hat or whatever he's got today. I mean, damn, he's crying and he's, could we just come up with a way to express ourselves? I think maybe he was failed in school. Something happened there. What color do we want? We have this. It's like a periwinkle. This is a baby blue. This is a pink. And this one is kind of turquoisey teal. This is like a peachy pink. So any of them would do. 1, 2, 3. We'll go with peachy pink. Peachy pink. Doo-da, doo-da, doo-da. Dear Mr. Absolot, I want you to know that I used to want to be your friend and now I don't. And I once welcomed you to the neighborhood and now I don't. Please stop that, period. I will be very appreciative and I hope you have a nice day. P.S. Stop it. Stop it right now. Love, Amy. Okay. So on, we got March 8th. March. March 8th. 2024. This is Friday. I think Friday, or in some social circles we like to call it Fry. Yay! Fry-yay! Fry-yay! Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Also known as it is March 8th, 2024, and that is Friday, or Friday, if you were confused by that. There you go. Yeah. And topics at tonight's board meeting included, what so far? ASMR's board meeting. Boring meeting, we should say. Boring meeting. Meeting. Agenda. Agenda. Okay, so who's going to take the minutes tonight? Do we have a secretary on staff? No one? Okay, alright. Cha-cha. Okay, get your glove on. That has the fake thumb, so you can write your notes. I think of everything. Okay, we're going to have the first thing on the list was it was that today was not any particular one kind of day, so type of day, discussion, type of day, open discussion, and we kind of just tabled that at that point. Then we went to number 2, which was webcam malfunction due to operator mishandling. Then we took a short recess for everybody just to kind of catch their breath, take a stretch, while Miss Amy fixed her clicking camera and microphone so that they were slightly further apart and didn't make a big clicking noise all the time. Okay, that's number 3. 3, mic movement and break. We've gotten a lot done so far. Okay, number 4. Fake nails. glue epic fail thanks to Family Dollar. Glue fail. Because of neglected inventory items. And lackluster Family Dollar management of said items. Basically, poor management. It's probably actually more like just not enough staff on hand. Alright, so then we solved that by getting out and got the box of nails out. We've had that conversation. We talked about, there's our F-bomb over here, number 5. Neighbor. With the F for his, F for his only way of communicating with the other humans in his world. So he's clearly got a disability, of which that they don't pay for here in the United States, not that one anyway. So like, for his, I don't know if it's like, you know, like a word loss problem. Let's say word loss problem. That seems like a nice way to put it. And then we're going to just do some open brainstorming on ways we can get that, cork in that. Cork in, that's one idea. We could do corking the neighbor. And then I was going to make a sign, front yard signage, kind of like a PSA, you know, heads up, your F-bomb is really ratchet. And then we were going to do friendly, like casserole with a note. That'd be okay, maybe something, casserole with a note. And I think we're just going to go last resort, you know, knock him down in the front yard some morning and just wait for him to turn around and look scared, and then I'll say, listen, effer, stop with your effing F's. Dude, you're hurting me. And your Battlestar Galactica, whatever you're playing in there till 4 a.m.'s really got to me too. I'm just gonna say it while we're here together. Thanks a lot. Sorry I stepped on your jacket. Have a nice day, sir. Here's your keys. Right. That seems like a lot we've gone through that, you know, so far it's like this is a big meeting. I mean, God, kids, look at all that we've accomplished today. And when we got here to sit down and start this meeting, we felt like we hadn't done crap. And look at all that. That's a big day. So we're gonna just give ourselves a little pat on the back. I'm proud of you guys. Okay, excellent. Well, let's go to the next page. There might be more. So far, that's it though for me. I did have. I have some extra notes from our last meeting. I should have filed those away. Not very presidential of me. Okay. Back to this. I gotta get these done. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully it won't be upsetting. Alright, so, and psoriasis. We did talk about that also, just as a kind of more of a lunch and learn kind of moment. Did you know? You know, suffer from following law. You know, be a friend. Be aware. Always carry hydrocortisone on you at all times, and give people breathing room when they are having a scratch attack or feel like they're going to go insane from the creepy itching that's going on, and that, you know, they're never going to get a place in public service because they constantly look like they have horrible dandruff, in which people don't understand that that's not dandruff, dudes. Not dandruff, friends. No, that's not dandruff. Thanks, though. Yes, I've tried Head and Shoulders, and no, it's not dandruff. It's okay. Yeah, so those are the things I think about when it comes to that. I'm just putting a little glue on there. I don't know if this is any good, though. This glue might be bad. Try it. There's the middle one. So I have a really tough time with applying these nails in such a way that they are straight, because as I've aged, and I think maybe because of the way the psoriasis has changed my nail beds, they're no longer quite symmetrical and shaped in such a way that when I put the nail on, I'm deceived by the physiology of my body, and I end up pointing them all these funky directions, and I'll have one on that's like pointing east, one's west, and like it's like clown hands, you know, by the time I'm done. Just willy-nilly. Looks like somebody was asleep at the wheel and they were just flinging them like a pin on the donkey kind of thing. So it can be painstaking. And the other problem is I'm so slightly neurotic about them being not only straight, but identical in their numerical size assigned by the company they come from. So much so that if I finish them all and I find that I have inadvertently placed a size 8 nail on the same finger on the other side as a size 9 nail, for example, I become extremely distraught. And after I attempt, which I should just stop trying to, I attempt to just live with it. I'll just tell myself it's fine, I'm just going to file them, they won't be able to tell. Actually, that doesn't work, and I always end up ripping them off. It's awful. I have to fix it. And sometimes then there's not like another nail of that same size I already used up, or I can't find one. That's another thing. That's important. And when that happens, I'm really a mess. Then it's digging through drawers looking for one lonely fake nail that might satisfy the criteria that I need, or the size requirement. I should have checked the size on this one like before I stuck it on my hand. What's that say? Is it the same size? No, it's not. See, I'm telling you, that's a number 5. This was a number 4, I think. Let's double check that, because if that's what I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, it's so easy to screw it up. This is I'm confirming it now with this very high-tech method I have, which is hard because I'm kind of blind. Sometimes I use my phone and I take a picture. This one is a 4. Yeah, I'm got that right. So we're gonna go back and look for a 5. So it's got to be similar in size to that one I just had in my hand. I think the 4s are bigger than 5s. Can't be sure. This one is a, what does that say? I think that one says, I think it says 5. Hang on. Oh my gosh, if it doesn't, it says 6. Does it say 6? It does, so. That's not it. Did I already check this one? Probably the one I just put down. Let's see. This one. That one is, it's a weird symbol. I don't know what that is. Definitely not a 5. This one is a talk to me. Oh my gosh. Okay, people, where are the 5s? This one is a, oh my lord, that's a 6 too. We're gonna be in trouble. Do you think it's this one maybe? That looks small. Maybe it's this one. This one says 4. Oh my god. That's gonna be the last nail I pick. And they're like, and when Sunday came, Amy finally found the number 5. I mean, seriously, you guys, that's stupid. This one is a 6, so it's gotta be like a bigger one. Maybe it's this one. Pretty sure I looked at those other ones. I think. And then this one is a, oh golly, we're getting smaller, 8. 8 of them. Maybe I didn't check this one. And so, okay, we're just gonna put that one. This one is 4. That's, now I think it's this one. I'm convinced. This one is, this one's also 4. That guy's really kind of freaking out in there. Maybe he needs to see a doctor. I mean, what are you yelling at? My God, I hope it's not a human or any animal. Just, I just can't believe how unbelievably archaic, Neanderthal-esque, prehistoric whack-a-mole some folks remain long after the man with the cave moved out and bought a townhouse in somewhere that wasn't full of F words like that all the time. I mean, can we, I swear, like, probably way more than I should. It's not always appropriate. I try to rein it in. But, you know, at some point, you'd have to hope that a human being would have enough self-awareness in themselves as a interacting with society on daily, what's the number 3? That they'd stop that crap. I mean, it's just so many ways it's beyond me to even, I can't even wrap my head around that shit. And there I was wearing, you know, I mean, call me a bad girl, but, oh wait, does that say 8? Okay, you guys, there are no 5s. Did I just make that up? Maybe that doesn't say 5. I'm going to check my other nail again. It says, with no doubt whatsoever in my mind, it's a 5. Let's see. I'm going to look at it. How big is it? Pretty big. Maybe there's one like laying here somewhere. I bet you there's one like, what about this one? Oh, this was hidden, kind of. This one says, oh my gosh. Nope. Okay. There's no way that it's up there. It's probably right in front of me, but I don't know how that could be. Okay, 4. And that one's small, so we know it's not going to be that one. That's 7. And that's 6. is it. It's probably been over here the whole time. Oh, no. 4. Also 6. This one is 7. 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh. This whole video is going to be nothing but me looking for number 8 or 5. Let's check this big one. They seem huge, but maybe they're not. This one is a 3. Oh yeah, see, I knew it. How'd I know that? 3. I am telling you what, if they don't have a 5 in here, heads are gonna roll. I'll be so mad. What does that say? Yeah, that's a 2. Where are we gonna go with this if I get one? I'm a 5. I'm gonna have to get up and look around. This can't be it. This is gonna be like a 1 or a 0 at this point, because this is humongoid. Yeah, see, that's 1. And none of them are 5s. Okay. Distressed. I mean, it was funny, kind of a cute thing for me to joke about, like, oh yeah, I get kind of OCD, but I really do. Oh. Where do you think it is? Man, I'm so bummed. No, it's here. It's your team. Let's look. So there's my smooth box. And there's my smooth paper. My smooth tablecloth. My smooth pens. My smooth lotion. My smooth mouse. I would, like, how can it not be here? You are not the same as any of those nails right there in front of me, so it's not these. Oh, I just dropped some of them on my lap. That's good. Let's see. Maybe that's my divine intervention, that God is giving me a sign that they're on my lap and not to be looking at the actual nails themselves. But do you think maybe, I mean, that one looks very, very similar. However, it's not the same. That one's kind of got a square part. This one went the round one. I mean, maybe this is it. But I already looked at these. You know what'll happen? And actually that fits okay, but like it's really gonna mess me. I'm gonna be so upset about it, because what'll happen is I'll be done and it will just show up out of thin air. And I'm gonna say, where were you 3 hours ago when me and 311 of my dearly beloved, whoever's available, subscribers / board members, helped me search for this stupid fingernail that was totally without success. And once we did that, I gotta look up there. Well, we all just got bored, went home and cried. Okay, I'm gonna look under my chair. Pausing. Please forgive me. This is how it works with my life. I can't help it. I gotta check. I'm back, guys. That terrible news. There's no number 5 nail to be found, so I've made the decision to do all the other nails, and then at the end, I'm gonna hold out hope. Excuse me, I had a hair like stuck. I will hold out hope that by some miracle this nail will present itself and my life will feel much more centered at that point. But do not despair if we don't find it. I did find this number 5 nail, which belonged to another set of nails I'd done previously, but luckily there is one. Do not let me kick this off the desk, and then I'll be looking for that till tomorrow. So, okay, we're back on track. That was a heck of a journey. One nail in, 55 minutes of video. I think this is very telling in how my life is something constructed. Okay, so this is going to be, would be really funny if I picked the first nail up to start again and it was number 5. I'd be like, what are you doing to me? The Lord is cruel. And then that's a 6. Thankfully, because I think I would really go crazy if it was a 5. I'm going to be like, oh my god. Okay, so 6 belongs on, appears to be the first finger, so we're going to do that one. The guy over, the next door guy, he seems to have settled just a bit, but he did have kind of an outburst there for a second. He was like, well, wordy, fur. It's like, oh my goodness, buddy. You know, he would really probably benefit greatly from a little ASMR therapy. I don't know how I could explain that to him with a gentle nudge that instead of swearing like that, maybe he would be served well in using that same energy towards something a little less disturbing to others. So this is going to be my question now. The number 5 is bigger than the number 6, right? Because I don't like it if I have a nail that's bigger on the middle finger than on this, even though they're probably almost exactly the same size of fingernail. If somehow my brain tells me that the middle fingernail has to be bigger than the first fingernail. I don't know that it actually is, though. And I think, on one hand, that first fingernail is probably bigger or smaller, one of the two. Okay, now we're back to, that's, I think it says 4. Gosh dang it. Where's my little thing? As long as it doesn't say 5, we're okay. Okay, so it's 4. Which means I just put a 6 on this fingernail. I can't put a 4 on that one. No, it's huge anyway. So, okay, that's a no. So I need another 6-ish. I mean, probably reasonably close to 6 anyway. And that's 7. That 7's gonna go on this one. That's the ring. Keep that. We're gonna need it. 7, that's 8. Probably not going to be useful for me to like at all. And then this is probably another. Here, my bets. And I know. Oh yeah. Okay, so there's 2 ring fingers. That's 7s. It's kind of like bingo or Russian roulette. I don't know. This one is also a. Well, I think it says, stop it. Oh no, it's not. It's a 6. But that's okay because it goes on the middle or first finger. Here we go. Do you think I would be, do you think I would have made a really good nail salon tech person for people? I think what would happen is I'd end up, those porcelains would be in my salon for hours, because if I had trouble making a decision and then they had trouble making a decision, we would be in deep crap for a very long time. I'd be like, no, we can't use that nail polish because it doesn't have the exact same glitter as that one you have on the other. Yeah. I could see that happening. I'd be like, we dropped a nail tip on the floor. It's gonna Amy's under the desk looking for that. You might want to come back tomorrow. I'm not going to be like, yeah, sit down 20 minutes. No. Did you bring lunch and a sleeping bag? Because, but by golly, I'll tell you what, when I was finished, they would all be the same, and they would be even, and they would be very, very painstakingly applied with much care and concern for their quality. So, in my defense, as a not ever been nail tech, but could have been maybe person, I think I would have done a very fine job. Actually, I'm glad that I have not done that, because I would probably make a lot of people very, very cranky and sick of me. I mean, I get that way with myself, and I can't run away. I've tried. Just keep going back to myself. Okay. So now we're back on to like, oh yeah, those are ring fingers. Let's get those on, shall we? I'm gonna do it. So what else has been going on, guys? I mean, I feel like I need to give you some updates. There's been some kind of wacky stuff going on, I feel like, and now that we have 311 subscribers, which, if any of you are familiar with the band, we're cool. That's all I'm saying. That number is a special number and worth recognition. I have looked at each and every individual member, subscriber, that has made their subscribership available to be viewed to the public, because it's fun to see who's out there. And some folks you can kind of, they might have their own videos, and some folks don't have anything. Some, seem kind of like maybe they're not real people, but who am I to judge? But 311. And I remember when I started doing this, I said, oh, when I get to a 100 subscriber count, I will do a Q&A. And we can ask and answer questions, get to know me a little bit, get to know you a little bit, and people could put questions up or whatever. And then when that 100 number came, I posted a little thing and said, questions, send them on in. We'll do the Q&A. And it was very nice. I got 3 questions, which is great. They still have them, but it wasn't really enough material to put off a video, even in a half an hour one. So I tabled it, thinking, well, maybe that was a premature celebration. Maybe Q&A is not something you do at 100, it's something you do at 1,000. And then not long ago, I watched the Q&A that Mid-Mod Meridian Cherry did on her channel, and it was so nice. She just did a really lovely, calming, simple, and I just loved it. I just enjoy her voice. Her voice is just really, really, really nice, and her pace and her cadence, her inflection is just wonderful for ASMR, I think, and even more so wonderful for the kind of ASMR videos she produces or creates, which are very much a period in time, kind of time machine retro, Mad Men-esque, and super well, what do you call that, propped, I guess, the materials that she includes, and everything's just so wonderful to look at, and even the filters. her as an, I'm just charmed by her videos and her voice and all the above. Just think she's fabulous. So, Q&A, mid-mod meridian, thank you for that. Beautiful and slow and steady and lovely Q&A that you did. It was really good. And I did learn a lot about her. I think more things that I would have not known, and really interesting things too about where she sort of comes from and where her background lies in education. And yeah, like, just, I would have never thought of that being a story. Like, hers was just such an interesting story, I think. And I felt like after I heard it, I was really honored to know that she had chosen to spend her time now doing this as a hobby and as for fun, and it's really turned out to be quite successful endeavor for her, which of course I'm thrilled beyond measure. There. Okay, that was, and she did not pay me a lot of money in Tupperware to make that statement, although she could have. I would take the Tupperware. Her Tupperware video is amazing. And that said, I don't know if I'll ever get to a Q&A. I mean, I suppose, maybe at 1,000. Maybe at 1,000. This is the thumb, you guys. You can obviously see that's what it is. Aside from this, I had a birthday recently. My birthday. And my mother's birthday is next week. So, we are looking forward to celebrating that. Oh, guy. And so, anyway, but, yeah, my birthday came and went, and I really didn't feel much like celebrating. I don't know. I think maybe it's just cheesy to say the older you get, the less of a deal it is to celebrate your birthday, or at least in the way that you do when you're young, like have a big party and get presents. I mean, it's not like I'm not trying to celebrate being here for another year, because I think that's worth a lot of recognition, but something just isn't quite as, like, those things just aren't quite as, like, it's not a requirement. But I did get together with my family, and my mom made the best coconut, like, cake dessert thing that I've ever had in my life. The best thing. I mean, it's wonderful, 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 and I ate like 3 huge slices of it, and then I took home like 3 huge slices with me, and I think I was supposed to probably like slowly dole those out to myself throughout the week, and instead I think I ate them within 24 hours, like the whole entire container was gone. I ate 1.5 pieces, and then I tried not to eat the other 1.5 pieces, and by the time I ate just the 1/2 piece, there was the 1 piece I said, well, gosh, you know, at this point, it seems like I'm just postponing this inevitable task. I must conquer it. So I did. I will never ever make that dessert at my house, because it will cause me to have to lock it outside in my car at night, and then I will have to give my keys to someone, like a designated cake driver. Don't let her into the car when that cake's in the back. She's going to go there and eat the whole thing, because that's exactly what I would do. It's that wonderful. I can, I'll get the recipe, and I will post it in the description for this video below when I get it. That way you guys can know what I'm talking about. And maybe sometime for fun I'll actually make it just to show it to you. But it's easy. It's almost like if you guys have ever had like Jello cake, where you just like use a plain vanilla cake mix and then you pour not fully diluted Jello, but a somewhat concentrated form of Jello, gelatin. A little extra Knox gelatin goes in there, and you put toothpick holes all across your cake, a bunch of them, and then you pour this hot Jello liquid mixture over the top, and it soaks through the cake, and then when you bake it, it comes out and you cut the cake, it's rainbow on the inside, or red and white, or blue and white, or green and white, whichever cake or Jello flavor you use. It's really good too. That's also my favorite. That one is a cake that my grandmother made so often in the summer when I stayed with her at their house. And it was fantastic every time. Just one of the best summer flavors, that chilled it's kind of tart, kind of sweet. And then you put a whipped cream topping kind of on the top as the icing. So good. You could eat probably like 15 pieces of that stuff, just like no problem. It's so good. And it's light, so you don't feel like you're eating a ton of cake, but you are eating a ton of cake. Don't let your stomach fool you. You're eating a huge amount of cake and a lot of sugar. So if you have a sensitivity to either, don't do it. Jello cake and this coconut cake is almost the same to me, in my mind. Similar. And it doesn't taste like fake coconut. It tastes really good, and it's not overly sweet. It's very fluffy and very, very attractive looking. So you would be a hit at all of your parties because it looks like you really worked hard. But I think it's not that you didn't work hard, but the coconut's fluffy, so it makes it look more cool. It gives a little showy look. And my brother liked it, and he doesn't even like coconut, and he likes that cake. So I'm selling you guys on it. Do you like it? Yeah, you're gonna eat some, right? You're gonna go home and make it tomorrow. So there was that. I had a birthday. I turned a year older and feel a year older. Tried to reflect a little bit on the grateful things that I have and feel, and blessings, and just try to be a little better of a person in the next 365 days, God willing, that I have here with these people and with you than I did the ones before this one. And I think that's about all you can really expect, just to make an attempt anyway. We're down to the last and the most elusive nail assembly in the question, the number 5, the missing and the wretched missing number 5. That said, it appears I will devastatingly have to just let it go. Sort of like the lady from Frozen said that. Let it go. Let it go. Elsa. Can't hold it back anymore. I love that song. Love that song. And when that movie came out and it was so popular, I remember they played that on the radio a lot. truly just love hearing it. Like they would play it, and I'd turn it up about as loud as it would go on the radio, and my daughter and I would be belting it, you know, top of our lungs in the car. It's a very woman-centered, sort of powerful song, like to be a woman, be strong. You're gonna be fine. Get on with it. Speaking of strong women, which we have many, 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 many. We're going to have to take a moment to acknowledge and celebrate International Women's Day today, and the month of March, which is International Women's Month. And so, yay and amen, and thank God for us ladies. I mean, I know we get Mother's Day sometimes, but not everybody chooses or is a mother. And yet, those of us that are women, who are either born as or identify as, who have become such, I think certainly deserve to be celebrated and recognized and given a little hug and a little appreciation and a little, boy, where would we be without you kind of moment of recognition. And I can hear little voices in the background saying, but we don't have a Men's National Day, International Men's Day. And I'm going to say, yeah, no, and nor should we, and nor will we ever. And if you don't know why we don't have one of those, then that's why we don't have one as well. I mean, just like, love you, but that's dumb. Just not gonna try and spread my opinion on anything, but like that's not politically sensible. However, yeah, no Men's Day, no Men's Day. That's all the days. You get all the days, except Mother's Day and Women's Day. No hurt feelings, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, so happy International Women's Day to all the women here and afar and around the globe who have given and do give a lot to the world and the people and the communities that they are in and serve and run and keep alive, and what they sacrifice to do so. Gets heavy. Breaks my heart. Anyway, whiskey. Alright, my loves, look at that. We have come to a 1 hour and 18 minute totally this is really not really a good flow there. A lot of hunting and pecking for nails and I don't know, just rambling. But I say some ramble is better than no ASMR at all. And very happy to have these done. I feel much more fancy pants. I am much more fancy pants. Fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants. Yeah, now we can get down to business. Some ASMR business. We gotta have the Miss ASMR romance pants back for her next installment to help change this person's life that she's got roped destined to finding the next perfect partner, or only perfect partner for them the rest of their lives. I have great faith in her abilities. I really do. She seems quite committed to the cause, and you know, she certainly got paid enough for it, so she ought to be able to get it done. As an aside, a fun fact, even though it's not Q&A day, about me. Would you believe this? Strange irony in this. That at one time I was employed by a newspaper company, a big one, that hired me to work in their classified ad department in the matches section, where they took calls and helped people write short-ish, mostly short, depending on how much they paid. There were some different categories of cost involved, and how many days it ran. Classified ads for these folks to find a romantic partner or person of interest to spend time and go out with and do stuff with. It was fun. It was hard. It was interesting. And I was amazed at how frequently people would try to get you to go out with them, or give you your phone number, or tell them about yourself, personal information. And they had no idea what you looked like. It was just a phone call, but just the phone call alone would be, sometimes people would call back and they might the next week to update their ad, and they would try it. Well, you've had a week now, are you gonna go out with me? And the answer was, no, sir, no, ma'am, I'm not going out. So it was kind of funny and interesting group of folks that I worked with. We kept the floor secured because we had some instances of rowdy, dissatisfied clients that had come up to the building very angry and threw out some pretty unpleasant threats to the staff because they are unhappy with the content of their ad. But luckily no one was hurt, and we were fine. So lots of fun. But yeah, that was crazy, and somewhat what made me think of the story for Miss ASMR Romance. Although she hasn't done much ad writing yet, there's been a lot of prepping, which doesn't surprise me. She kind of goes around the bush, and then before she gets into it, and when she does, then she'll finally come up with something creative. There's also somebody I've been meaning to have come to a show, a video for us, who is a independent business owner who has a model where they are contracted out and hired by both companies and individuals, small and large, of any, whatever topic or issue it is, doesn't really matter, but their job and what they sell is they make money being hired to write and tell people difficult things. So it's kind of like having someone write your resume, or like you hire someone to write an ad or copy for you, but it's like to your boyfriend that you're breaking to him that you're gonna be leaving him the next day, or you're like, hey, dear Barbara, like, you've worked with her for 30 years and you just want her to know that you've thought she had horrible breath the entire time, and you didn't want her to think that you were mad at her. You just couldn't sit by her anymore because of what she brought for lunch every day, and you want her to know this in order to help her like, get that together so you don't offend people in the future. And because she's a nice lady, she could probably make a lot of friends, but you got to change that. And you give her a little gift package with like some mints and toothbrushes and like maybe some recipe ideas for something different at lunchtime. And love me, only it's me. You know, hey, sorry, Steve, I stole your lawnmower last year in a desperate moment of in-laws coming at Easter, and I just mowed the shed on my yard, and then I broke it, and I just ran down the street with it and put it in the back of my truck and never told you. And so all those ads you ran and all those police reports you filed, yeah, that was my fault. And I just want you to know, thanks, and I appreciate what you did for me. Love me. I mean, that stuff would be great. Oh, dear Mom and Dad, I just want you to know that when I said I graduated from college, I really didn't. And that video I sent you of me going down the aisle in a cap and gown, that was actually my friend Janice was holding up the phone, and we had been drunk all night at a bachelor party. And that was one of the costumes that the guys wore and during their little thing. And yeah, the paper was just like one that the cops gave me when I got ticketed for indecent exposure. And so no, I have not graduated from school, and I want you to know that I feel bad, but not that bad, so I'm not going to be going anyway. Thanks for all the money you sent me. I had a great time in Cabo. Love me. What do you think? That's just funny. I don't know where it comes from. The silence burns out randomly. Okay, so thanks for letting me check in. I was quiet for a week or two here, just because it's been a little, I don't know, just hectic, I guess, busy. I guess exciting news. I got asked to go on they use this word, so I have to believe that is a thing that people still do, that I was asked out on a date. A date. You remember what that is? Yeah, D-A-T-E, date. You actually have a car and show up with one, and people pick you up in it. I didn't even know they still did that, but yeah, I was asked to go out on a date with someone who has invited me to go to it's like a show thing on Sunday, and apparently somebody that's performing is someone that they enjoy seeing or have seen and will look forward to seeing. So I was invited to attend, and I said, okay. And then I said, are you sure? And so far, I guess it's a yes. So I'm going to do that. And if I never come back and you never see me again, then that means it didn't go well and you should call someone. I'm joking. But I'm kind of excited. I mean, that's really kind of going to be fun for me, and I didn't expect that to happen. I certainly, I think I shared with you, I generally try to keep my eyes pointed straight at the ground, and if someone's nice to me, it means I'm like, I gotta run, I gotta run fast, because that would require me to be open and quite vulnerable, and that is quite uncomfortable for those of us who struggle with that as a thing. Hey, want to look at this advent calendar that I'm turning into a box of something else? Here it is. Do you like how I just diverted that? Like, here we go, let's go for this thing. I just thought I'd show you because I'm going to eat a piece of chocolate real quick before I go. How fun is this? This lovely beauty of a calendar. Oh, I love this thing. This is a Target Ultra Max clearance advent calendar thing that they had at the end of the season. And inside each box is a piece of chocolate. Not anymore. You can tell which pieces of chocolate I've been eating because I came up with this idea to turn the boxes around when I've eaten the chocolate. And then I thought to myself, well, how fun would it be then to be able to use this box for things other than bits of chocolate. It's a great little box made of little boxes. It smells like chocolate on the inside. And the chocolate was quite good. And no, I didn't open them in order, and I didn't open them during Advent because I got this afterwards, but it's cute, and it has these little doors that the little magnets on them so they don't pop open. I'd like some suggestions on what I should use it for. I'm gonna decorate it, I think. It's got little decorations on the sides already, but what would you store in it? Don't say hair ties. Something else. Let's see, let's have a piece of chocolate. It came with 5 different kinds of chocolate, and I think they called them truffles. Oh, sorry about that. Really loud. So, 6. So it had 5 kinds of chocolate. Each row had the one kind. And then, I see the bottoms have little, great little boxes. So put them in there. And even if it didn't have boxes, I think it would be still cool. I can't believe that squeaked like that, man. So then here's our chocolate star. And I thought all of these chocolates were very good. Sometimes candy like that in a Christmas, I don't know, sometimes it's not the best quality, it's not that good, but this was good chocolate. Good job, Target. That was the only one they had left. Oh, it's cute. This one tastes like a Girl Scout mint, thin cookie, thin mint. Kind of peppermint mint chocolate. That's so good. So I don't have many pieces left, but I mean, for God's sake, it's March. You'd think I'd be done. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. Maybe I'll just eat one more since we're here. Can't even really tell what's in there. Don't remember. Number 8. Oh, this is a good one. This is actually my favorite. Goodbye. This is the salted caramel one. I don't even really like salted caramel, but that's a little salt piece. But this is really good. Like, I don't know, I never liked this stuff before, but this one is so pretty. Okay. My camera's starting to make a buzzing. It's time to turn it off. It's so good. That one's the best. What was the last one? It's not too salty, but just a little bit. And it's not too sweet. It's like very good. So my dear darling friends and subscribers, if you're still here at 1 hour and 38 minutes, I salute you and I thank you. While this may not be my most phenomenally creative and well put together video, something that it is, I guess, genuine, authentically me, done gratefully, and done because I like to be good company to you, and because you're good company to me. I needed a little ASMR therapy today, and I thought maybe we could do nails. So, thank you for that. I hope that you guys have a relaxing and restful and content evening. And I hope that you feel a little more relaxed, if not bored, maybe sleeping. And that you'll come back one of these days to come and be part of this ASMR experiment again. And maybe with a little more pizzazz. Who knows? Or not. So, that said, I'm grateful for you. I appreciate you. I ASMR salute you. And we just close with a little plastic hand cream tapping. Because that's what you need. I mean, what did we do? We went from neighbors and complaining and not having a greatest day to hunting for the nail number 5. The elusive nail. I think we knocked some things over. Paused the video a couple times. Discussed neighbor issues. Subscribership. Possible Q&A. Past employment experiences. Challenges with nail glue. And among other things. Oh, and my stomach is making its entrance now. Thank you. So, that's a little update in the life of you-know-who. And don't forget to like. If you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you really enjoy the content and you'd like to see more of it and support me and the kitty and maybe get a different webcam sometime, please subscribe. And I will try to come up with a way to be more member-oriented. I don't know what I should do, like for you guys. I want to do something nice and kind of special and semi-regular, but I don't quite know what that is. I don't know. I don't even know how it works. Like, how do I just send like messages just to you?